Hey everyone, welcome to my Game Week 2 team selection video. I'm sure I'm not the only one that got frustrated when the deadline passed an hour early, so you didn't hit your chip active or you didn't get your team locked in that you wanted to. I'm one of them people that didn't have his team exactly how he wanted to. I was still playing around with it and I started making changes before the deadline passed, so I got locked into a side that it wasn't the side that I wanted. I didn't activate the chip. I was talking to you all week that I was going to use the 12 man chip, and sadly I didn't activate it because I was still playing around with it and I thought I still had an hour left. Anyway, I'll moan about that in the video as we go on. Game week 1, I'll let you know who I actually got in my game week 1 side and let you run you through what I'm thinking for game week 2 and who's in my transfer plans. Then I'll talk around my which chip I'm going to use. I'm thinking about using the 12th man while the maximum captain. Still up in the air. I'm potentially going to use a -3 to get a player, and I've got a fixture ticker with all the fixtures that I think we should be retargeting. So yeah, without the intro out of the way, let's just jump into it. So let's have a look at my game week 1 side. And I've got GW1 and Armani still in goal. I didn't change it from my last video. I think there's a strong possibility that one of them keeps a clean sheet in game week 1 and a strong possibility that one of them keeps a clean sheet in game week 2. I'll be starting one whoever plays first in the game week and then swapping them out for the other one and rolling my chances. If one of them keeps a clean sheet in the game, I'll be keeping them, and the other player that's on the bench will just stay on my bench. I'm not going to roll and try and get extra points. I'm just going to be happy if I keep a clean sheet with one of them. And then into defence, I've made one change, and it's Pavard that's came into my side. I had to get 0.1 million to afford the other changes that I wanted to make, so he had to come in. So yeah, I'm happy with Dumfries, Stanisic, Kelly, and Carreras. The first three, I always had them in my side, and Carreras was one of them where I thought game week 2 against Auckland City, I want him in, so I'll get him early, and then I don't have to make transfers and -3. So I'm happy with my defence. So into midfield, and I made one change, and it's Musiala that came out on the side for the Flamengo midfielder. He seems to be the talisman for Flamengo, so I brought him in. I am hoping he gets a goal or an assist against Tunis. I wasn't sure if Musiala would start, and for 9.6 million, it felt like a big price to pay, and that would mean I wouldn't have a Harry Kane in my side, and I wanted to captain Harry Kane. So being the 12th man of Harry Kane, I couldn't captain him, so I felt a bit awkward about it. So I actually brought Harry Kane into my side, and I kept Haaland and Guirassy. So that is the changes that I made. Pavlidis came out my side. I felt like Harry Kane would be better for game week 1 than him, and not. I'm a bit frustrated because I probably would have used my 12th man and put it on Coleman. I'm not sure what the Bayern Munich lineup is, or if he's starting, but I felt like Coleman was the most likely to start via predicted lineup, so I was going to pick Coleman. So I'm hoping he doesn't get a goal or assist, or at my next video I'll probably be shouting at the screen. So come back if he does do that, but I'm hoping he doesn't. It might be a blessing in disguise that I didn't use the chip, because it might not be as great Auckland City game as predicted. Maybe they put the B tide out, but I don't think so. It's the Club World Cup. I think they'll be ready to go and trying to get as many points, because every win gets you like 1.5 million. So just get the win, maybe bring them off after 45, 50, 60 minutes. So yeah, that is my team for game week 1. And this is my ownership. De Greggio and Stanisic and Carreras jumped over the 5% ownership line. I was hoping that they'd get under it and I could get 4 points. I mean, an extra 2 points if they got 4 points, but sadly they went over the threshold. But Pavard that I bought in is still under 5% on, so hopefully he gets 4 points and an extra 2 points. And then I've got Kelly. That is my only 2 players that are under 5% on, which isn't the greatest, but I'm happy to just get the points than chasing everybody that's under 5% owned. And as I said, I wanted Harry Kane as captain this game week, so that is the plan. Harry Kane captain, Elise vice captain. If they don't do that great, I'll be changing it. Haaland plays a few days later. You can change your captain once, and it feels like a no-brainer to move it over to Haaland if Harry Kane doesn't get. I think he should get a goal and assist in this game. If he doesn't, I'm gonna probably change it. I know that seems a bit crazy, but Auckland City should be getting 2 goals really, because he's made me not use my 12th man because he was going to be my 12th man and I was going to have it on Elise. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into game week 2, and these are the fixtures that I think we should be targeting for game week 2. Benfica against Auckland City is my standout pick that I think we should be picking in that order. The Madrid sides have been added against Seattle and Pachuca. Them two have got easy sides, and the other 5 sides have been in my radar since last video. So you already know about them, but Benfica and the Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid have been added. But Benfica seems to be the one that you should be really targeting. That's the one that I'm going to be targeting. And I think the players like Di Maria, Kareem, Pavlidis is going to be from 5%-ish owned to 10-20% owned at least by deadline on game week 2. And with that in mind, this is how my side looks before I make changes. Kane against Boca Juniors. He's on the chopping block potentially because I do want Pavlidis, and I think Garassi against Sundowns and Haaland against Al Ain is perfect. So Kane could be on the chopping block because I could use the funds to afford Benfica midfielders, and the two midfielders that I'm looking to potentially sell is the Flamengo midfielder. I don't know I can't pronounce his name, so I'm just going to say the Flamengo midfielder. I apologise, I don't want to butcher his name, but he's got Chelsea, so as a Chelsea fan, I don't think he'll do that well. Watch this space. If he does well, I'm going to be saying something in the next video, and I'll hold my hands up. I'm that guy. And a shower came off after 13 minutes in the first game. So the group stages are very short turnaround. So I'm feeling like he's on the chopping block. He was always going to be on the chopping block, but the fact that he's got injured and came off after 13 minutes, the game will be about another 4 days away. I don't think he'll play for the full game, so he's on the chopping block. And these are the planned transfers that I'm potentially going to do. A shower for Kareem. As I said, a shower's got injured, but Kareem and against Auckland City, Benfica players, I really want them. There's also Angel Di Maria that I could buy in midfield. And to fund that, I'd have to downgrade somewhere to make a massive jump from 4.7 to 7.2 million, and that would be funded by selling Harry Kane, I think. Then I can get Pavlidis, and potentially captain him and vice captain Kareem. And then the third transfer, I'm not sold on. I'm going to see what Dortmund do in game week 1. And actually see what Flamengo do and see how good this midfielder is, because I could be turning and thinking, oh, he could actually do something against Chelsea and minusing 3 to then be not sure about the transfer. That transfer 3 will be probably very late on in the deadline. Making a transfer early doesn't feel any blessing because it doesn't change the fact that they're going to go up or down in value, so you're not going to get frozen out of price moves. So I don't feel like making an early transfer is wise. You might as well wait till up until the deadline. Make sure you know what the fit they're available, because they might pull up an injury in the match, or they might get injured before the deadline. Maybe they get injured in training. So my tip to you is don't make transfers until very late on and see that. So if I did make the 3 transfers, I would have 0.4 in the bank. So I could actually, instead of Kareem, get Di Maria. I can't change Brandt to Di Maria. I do think I will be thinking about Brandt, or maybe buying somebody else instead of Brandt. So if you think there's anybody else that I'm missing out on for game week 2, let me know, and I maybe won't buy Brandt and I'll buy somebody else. So now let's talk about the chip options, and I've got 2. It's maximum captain or 12th man. I was going to use 12th man in game week 1, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise and I can use it in game week 2. We will see. Watch this space. If Bayern Munich score a few goals, I'll be probably annoyed that I didn't have it on Harry Kane or Coleman. But yeah, so the option is to use the 12th man and get Mbappe or maybe Kane. And you're probably thinking why you get selling Kane to then get him as 12th man. Basically, selling Kane means I can get money to fund midfielders, and then the 12th man doesn't come into your 100 million budget. You can spend it on anybody, and spending it on somebody like an Mbappe or Kane, which cost 11 million, feels good. But there's also an option of maybe getting Di Maria. I'll see how Auckland do against Bayern Munich, and if they look like they're going to be the whooping team, I might get Di Maria as well and go with for Benfica for the game in game week 2. So there we have it for my Game Week 2 plans. Let me know what you think in the comments section, what I should do. Please hit subscribe if you enjoyed this. I've actually hit the milestone of 100 subscribers, so thank you everybody that subscribe, and thank you for anybody that's watched this video. I'm aiming to get 20 likes, so if you like this video, hit the like button, and yeah, subscribe, because I'll be doing more content as the competition goes on. My plan is to use the wildcard in Game Week 3, so come back very soon, and I'll be showing you my draft for my wildcard. I've actually got a pretty good draft already, but I'm still waiting to see what happens in Game Week 1 and a bit of Game Week 2 before I start telling everybody this is my plans, because there might be changes. People might show up and make me think otherwise. Some might get injured, so it'll be pointless to show you a wildcard Game Week 3 side when we're only in Game Week 1 and we've not even played 2 or 3 games yet. But yeah, come back, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.